So welcome back. How was everybody's first week?
Good.
Conversation here. Selena, Diana, Danira, Gianna. How was your first week of school? Did you guys complete my work?
Yeah.
All right, why is this looking like that? Why is the screen looking the way this? I want the screen to look like that. Environmental science.
Where is my food at? Like, I'm hungry.
All right, so
I ordered it 30 minutes ago.
as I'm gonna give everybody some time to get on here. Let me open the link that I will be sharing with you guys. Is everybody seeing that screen that I'm on right now?
Look.
I need somebody to answer me because I can't see the chat box right now.
I don't see it.
Is everybody seeing this link? This screen?
I don't see it. Yeah.
Somebody answer.
Yeah, I see his ring. Okay, I see it now.
You see his fingers?
Danira, I'm gonna have you be my speaker. Okay, please. Can you unmute your phone?
Oh my God! Everybody Wi-Fi. Is it my Wi-Fi? My laptop froze.
Hi, Miss Kelsey.
Hi. How's everyone doing?
Can you guys hear me? I feel like nobody's answering me.
I can hear you, Barb.
Turn her. I don't think her volume is on.
Hi, Deja.
My laptop.
Hey. You have an all-female class this morning, Miss Francois.
For some reason my volume was all the way down. I could not hear any. Oh my God, my bad, guys. You guys speaking and I could not hear you because I had put my volume all the way down.
All right, bye, guys. I was just checking in.
Bye.
All right, Miss Kelsey. All right, so where's my? Are you guys seeing the screen?
Yeah. Yeah.
So today we're gonna start the project, but before we start the project, I want to make sure that people completed week one's assignment, which was the review packet about structure of and properties of matter. So, as a matter of fact, let me type this here. Week one's assignment, which was structure and properties of matter. So if you completed the assignment, please type on the chat box that you completed the work and you shared or emailed it to me. Because I know some people did, but some people didn't. So that would be a way for me to assess. And then also, this is also the time if you have questions, if the resources wasn't helping you or something like that, this is the time for us to talk about the packet that we had to do. All right, everybody who just logged in, you have to type something in the chat box. That's how I'm going to really take attendance. Because if you exit the screen and I didn't write your name down, I might not remember that you were there. So you definitely always want to write down. Microphone is not working. Okay. Deja, Gia, Anisha. Selena. Hey Amir, how are you? Anisha, how are you? Miss Bibbs? Yeah, Wi-Fi is act up. All right, so going back to that slide show. Um, week one's assignments packet was a review packet on the structure and properties of matter. So I needed for you to have completed that today because that would have been a whole week. And shared that document with me or emailed it to me, whatever way works best. Um, and then if you have any questions about it. Okay. So take the time if you didn't email it or share with me yet to do that. And then we're gonna move on to checkpoint one of the project. Okay. So in this project, checkpoint one, we're gonna see the pros and cons of plastics. In this checkpoint, you guys will construct a strong understanding or multiple strong understandings and explanations of the impacts of plastics on society. How are you going to do that? So I want you to develop strong understandings and explanations of the impacts of plastics. How are you going to do that? By answering and researching those following key points. First question is, what are plastics? That is the reason why we did the review packet, understanding what atoms are, what elements are, properties of matter, chemical and physical properties of matter. So do you have a class going on? And states of matter. So in order for you to research the good and the bad of plastics in society, you need to know what they are, the science of plastics, and then the positive impacts of plastics and negative impacts of plastics. So this is the work you're going to be doing essentially for this week on checkpoint one of the project, which is directly connected with the review packet that I had asked you guys to do. So let's go to Summit now. Sorry. Let's go to Summit. Everybody follow along with me. Who's there who I can utilize their Deja, is it okay if I use your student view of Summit so I can show everybody how to get to it and things like that? You say what? All right. Thank you, love. All right. Is everybody following along with me? You guys are welcome to utilize the microphone if you have question and all that stuff. All right, good. All right, so let's go to Summit. And I'm going to use lovely Deja's view so you guys can have a student view.
Come downstairs and bring my phone.
All right. So again, when you go to Summit, you always go under year. Can you not do that, sweetie? You're going to go under year. And as usual, you scroll down to look for Miss Francois' class. And this is our environmental science down here in the project problem solving plastics. So we click on it. Again, the project overview. How do the materials we produced impact society? And how can we engineers design to minimize human impacts on the environment? The essential questions. All right, so for this project, you are basically going to engineer a solution to reduce the impacts of plastic on the environment. Let's use it. Let's read the description. It says, synthetic plastics are a recent and powerful human innovation As a result, plastics are everywhere, for better and for worse. In this project, you develop and share an engineering solution to reduce the impact of plastics on society or in the environment. So let's go to pros and cons of plastic. Checkpoint 1. Is everybody follow along with me? Can you guys answer me?
Yes.
Very good. All right. So checkpoint 1, everything is clear right there for you. Those are the resources that you're going to utilize, the science of plastics, what really happens to the plastic you throw away, positive impacts of plastic, negative impacts of plastics. Okay. So, and this is where you're going to answer the questions under checkpoint 1, pros and cons of plastics. So, checkpoint 1. In this checkpoint, you will develop an understanding of a special group of materials called plastic. You will describe what plastics are and explain positive and negative impacts of their use. These explanations will help you decide on the plastics problem that you will solve, and they will provide background information for your final project. A justified explanation should include a claim about how plastic impacts society, evidence to support the claim, and reasoning that connects the evidence to the claim. All right. First, all the little boxes that you guys are seeing here, no matter how small they are, those are supposed to be paragraphs, not sentences. First part, describe what are plastics and how they are made. So again, you go back to the resources. Even if you go here, if you don't have to leave this page, you can literally click on the little clipboard right here, and it shows you all the resources right here. The science of plastics. Those are all the resources to help you. Those are not one-liner answers. Those are paragraph-style answers. What are plastics and how they are made? So if you go under the science of plastic, and also you can Google this and research those questions as well, as long as you provide the link. So definition of plastics, examples, how plastics are made, characteristics of polymers. So that's a resource right there. What happens to plastics when we throw them away? So explain. So here you are describing, here you're explaining how do plastics impact society. Consider both positive and negative impacts. Again, consider both positive and negative impacts. That would be a complete explanation. Again, those are not one-liners. Those are at least, you need to give me at least 2 good paragraphs here for the explanation. In the third part, explain one of plastic's properties and why it does not easily decompose. All right, hold on a second, let me close this. Explain why this is both a benefit and a problem. This is at least, again, 2 good paragraphs. All right, and you don't have to do that I don't know what happened here. What happened? You don't have to do the self-assessment. So this is what you need to do for this week. Utilizing the resources that I have provided, you are answering those questions, which are explanations as to how plastic impact our society, the good and the bad, by researching what they are made of, why they are not easily decomposed, the benefits and the problem. You are welcome to utilize the resources that are provided. You can also look up information. Is that clear? Questions? Hi, Lamaya.
Hi,
Somebody
Miss
joined.
Francois.
Hi, sweetie. Somebody joined with a phone number, and I have no idea who you are to take attendance. Can you identify yourself? The person with the 215 end with.
But
You say who?
yeah,
Kalia?
yeah.
Hey, Kalia! Oh my goodness! How are you, love?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. Oh my goodness! Look at
Yeah,
all those good people here.
I
If you're here, can you put something on the chat? I'm here, something like that. So when I'm taking attendance, I know you were here, sweetie pie. You cannot be making all this noise. You're forgetting that mommy's teaching here.
Oh, he's cute.
That's my son.
Ernie, I know. No, I thought that was your brother. Like,
It's like
I'm crying.
all right. So for those of you guys who just joined,
Miss Francois, I didn't even know all these people was in your class. I'm just seeing all these pictures.
hey, a whole lot of cool people.
Yeah,
So,
just like me. I'm cool.
all right, sweetie, all right, please don't do that. Sorry, guys. He's doing the move right now. Wait. All right. So, what did we talk about for those of you who just joined?
I don't even see my.
First thing we did was talk about the work that you were supposed to do last week.
Oh, stomach.
So last week I emailed everybody who are in my classroom, everyone, the first week assignment, which was a review packet on structure and properties of matter. Why was this work important? Because the project is about solving the problems of plastics. We need to know what plastics are, what they are made of, why they are not easily decomposed, and what are the pros and cons of us humans having synthesized plastics and utilize them in our everyday life. So I said, if you completed the review packet, type yes, that you completed the review packet on the chat box, as well as yes, you emailed it or shared it to me. So I know I got it because I'm going over and I received some, but definitely not everybody's in the classroom. And then if you have any question about the packet, you need to let me know as well. That was an email that I sent out to everyone with the document attached and all the resources that you needed to utilize to do it. And then for this week, and then we started talking about this week's work, which is the checkpoint 1 of the project on Summit. Checkpoint 1's title is Pros and Cons of Plastic. Wood, stop jumping. In this checkpoint, you guys will construct strong understandings and explanations of the impacts of plastics on society. If you did the work for week 1, you will automatically see a connection between the work that you had to do for the first week and the work for this week. How will you do?
I can't see the screen.
Can you see it now?
No.
No, we only can see you.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. All right, let me do the presentation again. You guys were seeing just my lovely face.
Yeah.
Resume presentation. Resume presentation. All right. Resource. All right. Where am I at? Okay. All right, here. Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
So I said, if you did the work for last week, you email it. You are telling me on the chat box, yes, I did it. Like Lamaya, you did it, and you type yes and share it, like that. So I know you received it. You understood what you had to do, and you did it. And then if you have questions, not only I have office hours, but after I'm done presenting the work for this week, you are welcome to stay on the chat box and talk to me. This week is where we start checkpoint 1. And again, every time I meet with you guys, the work or the following week. Okay, whoever is playing that wonderful music,
I think somebody's calling.
Huh?
Somebody's calling.
Who's playing that music? You need to mute your mic. You need to mute your microphone. All right. So this week we are going to checkpoint 1. All right, why are my kids arguing?
Franny, somebody need to mute that shit.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Well, sure you can do it yourself. Brittany, it was you. I'm so confused. Where the fuck she go?
You got a lot to say.
Because I'm so confused. Wait, is my mic so... Oh, shit. Hold up. It's not letting me turn it off.
Wait, they can hear us?
Can you
She's saying I didn't get stuck there when I wanted to get money, so that's why I was
Can
doing
you
the
do your work? Can you go do your work, son, please? Sorry,
Are you
guys.
still talking to your students?
Yes, I am. All right, please go do your work. Thank you. So, for this week, we are on Summit. For those of you who have no idea how to get to Summit, again, when you go to Summit, you go under Year, and you go find the project. I know it's repetitive, but you guys know how things are at Yes Philly's people. Environmental Science, that's the title of the class you are on. And the title of the project is Problem Solving Plastics. And this is the project overview. We already went over it. You are literally playing the role of an engineer, and you are trying to find solutions to reduce the impacts of plastics on the environment. So checkpoint 1. So for those of you who was not here with me when I was reading the project overview and all that stuff, you're welcome to do it so you understand, again, what this project is about. And checkpoint 1, pros and cons, the goods and the bads of plastic. Those are the resources, the science of plastics, what really happens to the plastic you throw away, positives impacts of plastic, negative impacts of plastics. Those are the resources you're going to utilize to complete checkpoint 1. Checkpoint 1, even though you see how small this box is, those are not one-liner questions. Those are all paragraph-style answers. In this checkpoint, you will develop your understanding of a special group of material called plastics. You will describe what plastics are and explain positive and negative impacts of their use.
It's coming.
These explanations will help you decide on the plastic problem you will try to solve. They will provide background information for your final project. Okay, so describe what plastics are and how they are made. This is at least 1 good or 2 good paragraphs. Explain how do plastics impact society, both positive and negative. 2 paragraphs. And one of the plastics properties, that make them not easily decompose. Explain the benefits and the problem.
Franny, what does this do today?
Once you are working in this document, you do not have to exit to find the resources. You can click on that little clipboard right here. And the resources are right here for you to open to access.
That's a fucking business.
You can also Google and find credible sources that can help you. And you can you just tell me the link where you find the information, and that would be good. All right. Everybody who's here, you need to type. So you need to type something in the chat box. So I know you are here, so I can write down your name as having been here and being in class. Michael Timms and all. All right.
Franny, you know I'm here.
So questions.
Yo, shut the fuck up.
Questions. I'm open for questions, either from last week's work or this week's, or what you have to do. Questions, anyone? So if you understand what you need to do, you can just still utilize this time because you're supposed to be in class with me from 10:30 till 12. So if you're good and comfortable, you understand what you need to do, you completed your work last week, you're about to get started into your work this week, you're welcome to go into your work, but utilize your time properly. Just because you're at home, chilling on your couch, on your mama's couch, eating your mama's food, it does not mean that you let things pile up, because the same stress that you experience in school, you will experience it at home too. So while you're in the comfort of your house, do your work, because you have science, you have math, you have English, you have your electives. That's a lot.
That's
Use
for
the time
Monday.
properly.
That's Monday.
That's all I had for you guys today. I'm waiting on you now to ask me
Stop
questions.
bitching about it.
Whatever you need help with. Wednesday schedule. I'm still waiting on information as far as how mentoring is going on, but Wednesdays are from 10:30 to 12. It's third period.
Did you
I
check
don't
my
know if
work
they're
I
gonna
sent
try to
you?
do something in the morning for mentoring, but
Miss Prince, did you
basically
check the work I sent you already?
every day is a period. So if your schedule say math first period, that's on Monday. Second period Tuesday. Third period is on Wednesday. Fifth period, because we have lunch, and then fifth period is Thursday, and then sixth period is Friday.
Miss Francois, did you check the work I sent you?
Yeah, and all of them starts from 10:30 to 12. And hey Samaj, better late than never. Can you type something on the box? Did you why are you
Miss
so late?
Francois, is you hearing what I'm saying?
Samaj, why are you late for class?
Franny. Hey, Franny, she going at you.
Yeah,
Franny.
you ask about where do we complete it at the
Miss Francois, can you hear us?
Yes, you just ignoring me. I'm talking to you.
Like, yo.
Excuse me.
Walaikum. Salam. Assalamu alaikum.
Miss Francois.
Yes.
Like, you really
Fran.
ignoring me. Is you serious?
No, I couldn't. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. I don't think I
hear
can
me,
hear
Fran?
anybody.
I was asking you, did you check the work that I have already sent you?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So I'm sorry. For some reason, I'm waiting for people to talk, but my volume was so down I couldn't hear you. So, Diana, did I answer your question about Wednesday schedule?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Amir, no cursing on my chat box.
Somebody was playing some bullshit.
We're not cursing. Samaj, thank you for being here. Better late than never, like I said already. Did you complete the work for last week? Because I sent an email to everybody.
Yeah, I did it.
All 3 sections.
No.
What do you mean? All right, try to get it done because
Say no, Franny, I'm lying. I don't even know what you're talking about.
all right, so Samaj, all right, so let me talk to everybody who's kind of like up to part, and then Samaj.
Half of these people not even in my class. What is just mixed people?
You say what?
What is just like everybody in here? It's half of these people is not even in my class when I have you.
Well, they are in environmental science.
Ain't this a new schedule for a new term?
This is a new term. This is term 4.
Oh, all right.
So,
Okay. So, Samaj, if you check your email from way back, not the way back, last week, I sent an email titled Environmental Science Week 1, and in it, I sent a review packet that everyone needs to complete with the resources.
All right.
So that was your work from last week. Once you complete the work from last week, you're gonna go to Summit to complete checkpoint 1 for this week. Okay? Can you see the screen that I'm on right now?
Yeah.
The screen? So you can see the screen, Samaj?
Yeah.
So this is your project, environmental science, solving problem plastic. If you can take a screenshot of that, you can do that so you can see what you need to do. This is the checkpoint 1. Those are the resources, the articles, the videos that you need to watch to answer the questions here, to complete checkpoint 1 here, pros and cons of plastics. But you're gonna do it after you do the review packet that I emailed to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So can you go find that review packet on your email for Miss Francois and Environmental Science Week 1 review packet? Complete that. Once you're done, then you complete your checkpoint 1 on Sunday. Questions? Anybody else who has questions? And then once you do it, if you don't email it to me, how do I know it's done? How do I even have access to it? How do I see it? You need to. So once you open it, this is what it looks like. Let me see. Let me see. Sent email. Let me go to sent email. Biology. This is what it looks like, Samaj. Environmental. This is the email that I sent out on Tuesday.
I got it, Remy.
Okay. All right.
They got all these. You got 4 links in it. These 4 links.
Those are resources. This is the
right.
document that you need to complete, right? Open the document. The document is all the way underneath the links. So once you have it open and utilize the document to answer the questions, you share. So what I'm trying to say is it is very easy for you to give me access to it by sharing with me. You click on share and you type my email, then I have it. Or like this, or you go under file and you say email as attachment and you send it to me as an email like this. So it's literally 1, 2, 3 for you to send it to me once you have completed the work, but you need to send it to me. Otherwise, hello, how do I have access? All right.
So, did you get mine?
Who said that?
Shanice.
Huh?
Shanice.
And Gianna.
Whoa. Okay.
Yo, what is that?
What happened?
Somebody.
Shanice, I believe I saw yours. I started looking at it. Also, please, everyone, there are 3 sections of this document. Structures and properties of matter, atoms, molecules, and substances. Then properties of matter and 3 states of matter. All of it needs to be done because I started looking at some and then for some reason somebody stopped halfway through and shared it with me. And I'm like, that's not done.
Okay, well, how I do the pictures again? How I add the pictures? Because all I need is number 5.
Okay, so pictures. So look, you go here. So you draw it on a piece of paper, right?
Why would I do that if I could use Google?
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you take a screenshot. To take a screenshot, you do Control Alt window switch. You have to take a screenshot. Control Alt window switch. I'm trying to figure out how to show you what that is. So this is how you take a screenshot. It's Control Alt window switch. You press those 3 things at the same time. Control Alt window switch. And then you take a screenshot. And so you press that and then you click the mouse and it takes a screenshot. And then now you have your picture and you can so I'm gonna do one right there and show you. Let's say I want to take a screenshot. I do Control Alt Windows switch, and then you see how the mouse turned into this little square, a circle with 4 little points, and then I click on it. Then you see the screenshot was taken over here. Is everybody seeing that?
Yeah.
So then that's a picture. So then you can now go under Insert, Image, Upload from Computer, and then you find this picture and you upload it where you are. Same, I say if somebody took drew the models on paper, you take a picture with the camera that is on the computer. And then now the picture is on your drive and you insert it in there. Okay. So all of this is to talk about elements, atoms, compounds, and the physical and chemical properties of matter, and the 3 states of matter. All right. Other question? Do you cut this with this? I'm missing some. Who am I gonna know right? Shanice, Lamaya, Selena, Michael, Nisha. Hi, Shante.
Hi, Shante.
All right.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm here.
Hey, okay.
I showed up. I conquered.
You said you showed up what?
I showed up and I conquered. They can't say I didn't show up.
Hey.
Hey, look at my sis.
You came, you saw it, you conquered.
Miss Rich, where's your mask at?
It must be my father's surmise talking, because you know he act like he my daddy. I got it on.
Oh, all right. It's Corona.
Shut up, fool. Miss Francois, real quick, out of your class, did Washington make it? I know she was.
Yes, I'm in here. I'm in here.
She's in here after
good.
Yeah.
It's a couple kids that was having some problems, so I just wanted to make sure they were okay.
Yeah.
And the only student on your list that out of this class that didn't do their survey is Turner.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, Miss Turner is here. You hear that? All right.
Rich.
So you can reach out to me on Instagram. For some reason, yours is set up where we can't send messages. We need the survey.
Let me see what the other What's that?
Okay. All right, Francois, I'm out. Y'all have a good class. I got to go get my mother out the store.
Okay. Bye. Right. Thank you. All right. So, you guys understand what you need to do. You can take this time to do your work. And I don't know what my son is doing. He's showing off. Hold on a second.
Where's his work at? That's my whole thing.
He has his second grade work to do too. I don't know what his problem is today. He's really high. All right. if you guys have questions, ask questions. Anisha, how are you, love?
I'm fine.
All right. Everything cool?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Lamaya, do you see the work that you need to do on Summit?
Yes.
All right. All right. So again, you guys can utilize the resources that is on Summit, or you can Google and just tell me the links. Copy and paste the links as well. Michael. Oh, so Michael just logged in and just left or something. That's crazy. Dude, let's see. All right. All right, guys. I'm still here. Give you a minute.
Joyce in Salt Lake, right? Annual salary increase is deferred. Does that make us eligible for withdrawal?
Yo.
We can leave the chat.
It looked like she left. Like,
Yeah, come back out of nowhere.
Friend.
Hey, I didn't go. I didn't. So no, if you understand what you need to do, you can go. But I want you to.
Yo, friend.
No, I'm gonna still call your phone though, because I still need you to like one-on-one me, because I don't understand you that much.
Yeah. So whatever help you need, reach out and and I'm gonna be there to help you. But I'm saying if you understand what you need, the work that you need to do, you can just go ahead and do it. You don't have to stay on here to do it.
She ain't got no clothes on because she pooped on her thing. I forgot. I ain't know she got poop all the way up here. I was trying to so yo, she trying to stand up. She ain't like how you just grabbed her. Put your arms down. She's so scared.
You smell like poop.
And I'm about to wait for them.
You want to take a bath? You want to take a bath?
What?
She had cereal in her bottle, so
I can say her bottle yesterday.
I know, but I gave it to her this morning. I'm gonna give her some tonight, cause
you ain't gonna take a bath real quick.
Thank you. I really
So how are you guys doing with the whole quarantine and everything?
Take it up.
Yeah, you just do it in the sink.
Good, I guess.
It saved me from school.
Let's see, it's dirty.
That's how you clean it.
Are you guys staying, just because you guys do have to stay home, but you can step outside.
They just opened up a land.
I can't hear.
Can y'all all stop talking?
Exactly. Everybody talking at one time.
Oh God.
What you were saying, Miss Rainey?
I said you guys can still step out. Like today's a nice day. Today's a nice day.
Somebody tell me they can't step outside. I'm crying.
You can go and get some sunlight. Your body needs sunlight and fresh.
Yeah, you gotta step outside with your mask on. Nothing to say.
And I don't care because I be going outside because this quarantine holding me
Shanice, that's
back.
why you got it. Y'all
like no cat. Like they got
crying. Y'all know
this quarantine.
No, it's really
bad from doing
it's really some. No, Miss Francois, I don't think it's that deep no more because I know motherfuckers that got it and ain't nothing going on with them.
It's serious. It's killing people.
Hey, yo, the cops is getting worse and worse out this joint. Cops told me you gonna beat me the fuck up if I don't go in the crib.
Oh my
Yo, wasn't you
God.
getting dragged by Twitter on cause you said you wanted to go to Atlanta?
Yeah.
Y'all say I'm going to Atlanta. They reopened Atlanta.
But it's not necessarily safe because a lot of places they open prematurely. So people are gonna come.
Yeah, Atlanta the test dummies though.
It's still a second wave of this shit. They about to open up barbershops and nail salons and everything.
Okay, I'm not gonna be the first one to try the city. I know that y'all motherfuckers gonna be dying yourselves.
Yeah, cause soon as
they not gonna keep it closed forever. Right soon, everybody start going outside. Everybody's gonna be dying. I know they is.
Everybody won't go eat.
All them bitches gonna be gonna get their feet done dying.
Yo, Miss Franny is still reporting.
All these hair stores gonna be diagnosed with corona.
Hold on a second. Let me see if I can stop the recording.
Your barbershop gonna be diagnosed.
I just can't wait to get my hair done.
I know a couple boys.